Okay, let's start over. First of all, I think your repeated note is too loud.
Mm-hmm.
It should be not more than this. So you really want to make sure it's adjusted very, very tight, and which allows you to play. See, what I do if I play this, I don't play with my fist. I just play with my fingers like that, which allows much more precise and refined action.
Okay.
But it's up to you. You have to feel. What you play piano, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes. You're gonna feel it really. Yeah, and keep it really there. And if you feel more, you can experiment a little. If you feel better with 3 fingers, or or a little flatter, or whatever. But see the hand is built to do this, not that.
Yeah.
So it's a lot harder to control. If you play fast, it's all fine, and you use your elbow and everything. But if you play soft, just that. And then the other thing is your pedal, the balance between your pedal and your manual.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be really careful with your pedal, because it's going to overpower your manual. So think forte here, mezzo piano, and triple piano.
Okay.
Right? That's easy. Okay. Yeah, so make more crescendo every time in the beginning of a phrase. And very, very steady. Very young. Refrain, just whatever note it is, all fine. All right, so what I think if you're doing diminuendo here and you want to have the full effect, you have to do more crescendo there.
Okay.
And then it's much more dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's try here. And yeah, it's not bad at all. You did the only thing when you hit sometimes when you hit crescendo with your hands, your pedal tends to go up a little bit. But that's all. Same thing here. If you start really strong, then you can do better diminuendos at the end. So let's just do that little middle section here. Yeah, is it the right rhythm? Yes. Okay. Okay, so if you really want to end in a triple piano, the only way to do it is bring everything down and just work from here.
Okay.
So that's not enough. Feeling is not enough. You really have to be down there and do. And what I do is I do this.
All right.
So those two, you just take with your open hand and you can control them a lot better. Yeah. All right. Keep low. Yeah. Yeah. A lot easier. Okay. Wow, it's hard to hear. Yeah, so, you know, you did well. Make sure that you just, that thing good. And same with the B, but the B was apparently like fine. No, nice playing. Good technique.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll just look this up.
Who's next? Hi, Erin.
Hey.
Nice to know.
I'm not sure if you remember me. I'm
Yeah,
Sarah.
I do.
Yes.
Yeah, hi.
So good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too.
Oh, I came up to set the live stream. I guess I could play while I'm also up here. Okay. The Instagram is set up.
Awesome.
How's your Wellesley? Has it been so far?
Good. Well, it's a 24-hour trip. We went last night. I'm leaving in 2 hours.
Wow, it's a quick turnaround. So this is a piece I've been working on for about a month now.
Okay.
And I'm still getting grasp of the handling and visual.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're moving a lot when you're playing.
Yeah.
You're all over the place.
Yeah.
They have to make sure that your left hand is a little bit softer, so the melody comes out evenly. And then when you play, be a little bit more. Don't stay too long down.
Okay.
You tend to stay down a little bit too long.
Yeah.
And so the seconds. This is of course is one bow,
Right.
but you could see this also in short links.
Yes.
Da, 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 di, da, di, da. So give the second one a little bit more. It also opens up from minor to the major.
Okay. Alright, I will
Right,
try
let's
that out.
try it again. Just a tiny little bit, not too much. But now you left hand careful. Alright, so this more. And then you're gonna do the diminuendo and a tiny little bit of slowdown.
Okay.
Okay. One and two and. Okay, continue. Think melody. Okay, so what's interesting is what I hear is this.
Yeah.
You know why?
No.
I know.
If you're here and you play, you don't prepare your notes. There's a good chance that this one is going to be either later or faster down. That's why. So that's why you have to bring everything down. Not only can you control it better, but you can guarantee it'll be easy. Yeah.
Okay.
Now it's not easy if you're not used to it. But
Right, so
that's-
just focus
So-
on having more evenness in between.
Yes, yeah. By just bringing up all the notes down.
Okay.
So if you play, what you should do is play very, very slowly. Do this. So bring it down, and when you're ready, you play the next chord. So forget about rhythm. Just let's do 4/1 measure,
Okay.
and you just bring everything down, more down, down, down. Yeah, bring it down. Yep. Bring them down, and then you play, and you move quickly to the next chord.
Okay.
Nope, nope. So you play.
Yeah.
You move and you be ready. Don't play, just be in the key.
Okay.
Because that's what you have to study.
Okay.
Yeah?
Alright. Try that out.
Move, bring down. Nope.
Yeah.
You have to wait longer before you play your next chord.
Okay. My hands are a bit disoriented.
See,
Sorry,
it's not easy because you're playing slowly and then you're moving fast. You don't play.
Right.
So just do those two chords. This one and then you come here. And you don't do anything until I say so. Not too fast.
Okay.
Do it again. One. Yes. Yes. So, and that again will allow you to play forte or piano, but everything will be even.
Okay.
Alright? Alright, let's continue the whole thing.
Okay.
Alright, now be careful with the left hand here.
Okay. How so?
Because it may overpower your melody.
Mhm.
Melody, more melody.
Okay.
Yeah? You continue, it's
okay.
fine. Okay, so the advantage of playing everything with two hands
Yeah.
is that you can give the next in here and have this on control. If you do that, they will both sound the exact same way.
Mhm.
So I would do the whole thing.
Okay.
And take a little, come on, a little breathe.
Okay.
One, two, and. One and two, and now forte. Yeah, so basically it's the same thing what you have to work on, try to
Yeah.
prepare all the notes and make sure it's even. We're going to wait a little bit with this. I
Yes.
want to rotate a little
Yeah,
bit.
of course. That's
So
really
everybody
fun.
is,
Yeah. Thank
okay.
you so much for the work so far.
But you'll be around still?
Oh yes, I'm
Okay,
staying for the full
good.
2 hours. Yeah.
Just ignore me.
That's fine. Oh yeah, you're going to do the both.
This one's pretty new. I started looking at like a week, 2 weeks ago.
Okay, that's
Yeah. Yeah, it's like quite new.
No, let's start again because this is way too long to do in one movement. Can you do the time a little bit faster? Yeah?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have to be careful with slowing down too much because then you're gonna bring it from Baroque into Romanticism, and we shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try it
How
again.
much faster?
Yeah, not too fast. Ultimately, it's a lot faster. But, and now, when you have to do these little waves, okay, so do you always believe what's written on the score? Because Bach didn't write that crescendo. It was the guy who published this.
Yeah.
He put it on. So what I would do is instead of this is the end of a phrase, yeah, right, and then it starts over. Instead of I would do the opposite. So try to experiment with different things. You know, you can do that, and you can do the opposite.
Okay.
What makes sense though is that when you start here, piano, then you're going to build up. That makes sense. If you just look how the melody is moving. So, and here you're going down. So for me, it's more natural feeling if you do the opposite. If you do a diminuendo. Yeah. That was a lot better here at the beginning. All right, one more time. See why I love it?
Like, so if I wanted to get quieter into that, like, it seems like a really assertive beginning, but should I pull back toward the very end of the downward scale? Or...
I find it really aggressive when you start with a forte in this piece. I would start mezzo forte and make maybe a little, tiny little crescendo towards the C. Maybe, I don't know. Just try and see what it feels like. Okay, so what I think is a good idea is do this crescendo and then at the end do that.
Okay.
That's gonna work. Okay, can you fix something over with your pedal? At least the last note you should play with your pedal, I think. All right, one more time. Yeah. Okay, this note should not have an accent. So this note you should keep low, and then you can start and do it. Yeah? All right, last time. I don't care about the notes. If it's all wrong, they're all wrong.
Okay.
And waves and more. And now it's the end. All right, so what I want to hear here, if you look at the score, the only thing you see are 16ths.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I want to hear this. It's there, but you can hardly hear it.
Okay.
And tiny little breaks on that. Yeah, wherever you want. Okay, but you have to play it though. You did this, but I want to hear a sound.
Yeah.
So make sure you're here and keep it low, and then you just have to give them two little things, and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah? That doesn't make sense. You're doing this? Yeah. Take it with your left hand.
Alright.
And then you can go under if you want to. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so So I still don't like those jumps you're doing. This was easy to solve. Look, you could maybe try to put it in the pedal. I mean, handling is so important because it's going to give you control, or not. And you know, so we have to find a better solution for that. Can you take it over with your pedal? And then, yeah, so that's going to work. So this one is going to be pedal. Yeah? All right, let's continue. Where do you want to? Alright, why is it not there? Because it's not prepared. Yeah, bring it down and don't bring it up, just bring it, keep it there. And it's just a tiny little bit.
Okay.
Do it again, do it a couple of times and keep it low and look at your foot. But just play those things. Stop it. Go lower. Yeah. But don't stay down. Make sure it doesn't come up, yeah, like 1/4 of an inch. Yeah, and then tiny little. This is what you have to do. And that's it.
Okay.
Have some coordination there. So if you have things that are 2 or 3 times the same, I want to hear where it's going to. Yeah? And now, very nice. Keep him low. All right, so if I go back from here, you have to build it up more. You really go to this last point because you are gonna end up with this double forte. So yeah, it's possible to play it soft. I do, yeah. Well, for me, it's personal. For me, it works so much better. That's the easy part. It is the building up very, very slowly, gradually, which is important. And then you can add some little drills in. It's really fun. Okay, let's continue. Yeah.
Okay. From
Yeah. Right hand. With CT data. Alright, so a cello player cannot do the one chord, so break it. Yes.
I'm still like trying to figure out what the best way to voice that on this.
Yeah, we'll look at it later. Yeah, so I think you have to break it faster. Let's see, let me try. Which is the one? I have this one. Yeah, it's hard to miss that whole.
Yeah.
It's really, it's. That may work. Okay, I'm gonna keep it here. And here, definitely. And you don't have to necessarily play it as it is. You can also just do something what is easiest. You can play it really, nice and singing. But you just started 14 days ago, so it's very impressive what you did in 14 days. So keep this in mind. Yeah, just bring it up. Just do- yeah?
Yeah.
All right, good. Not all at once, please.
Alright.
Hi.
Sarah. I would love to like peek up the Thank you.
Hi, I'm
Hey.
Hope.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. I will bring this bench all the way up so you can sit. I'm gonna be playing.
What if you just put like under the tripod?
Did you start?
They're not all Carillon students, right?
No.
I'm like, wait a second. I need 5 hours now. Okay.
Sorry for us to miss the image.
So what I think you should do is be careful of not doing too much of interpretation.
Okay.
Let it. It's very very simple, and you have to just stay in that mezzo piano atmosphere, very very delicately singing, without overdoing, because it's. I think it's too simple to make it like really dramatic.
Okay.
Yeah. So make sure that you stay steady also. That sometimes it's a little bit uneven.
Yeah.
Make sure that you play this very, very gentle and easy, not too stiff with you. You know, use your wrist. If you're comfortable with doing this, that's fine too. But make sure that that's what I should do. And almost anything with the left hand. It's just there.
Yeah.
You know. All right, let's try it again. Bring him lower and keep him lower. Yeah, keep him low as you go. Good, try it. Yeah. Okay. And now, yeah, so what I think, if you do it that way, the moment you're doing something else, something different than the other measures, it's coming out somewhat beautiful.
Okay.
So these are the little jewels that you want to bring out. Yeah. Before you do the diminuendo, I think you should make a little crescendo,
Yeah.
and that will help you make a more beautiful diminuendo. So maybe until here or so in the middle, and then you can do a diminuendo. All right, let's do the second part. Alright, so there's one thing. If you're playing it very gentle, I should not hear you struggling in one measure.
Yeah.
Make sure you control that well as all the rest.
Yes.
Because otherwise it's like you're doing a speech and all of a sudden, and then you
Yeah.
start speaking beautiful again. So no, you can't do that.
Okay.
Yeah? So work on this, make sure it's really beautiful. Okay. Alright, so you went from piano here all of a sudden to way too strong there. So you can, it's fine. If you can play it softer, then you have to give more crescendo and kind of announce that you're going to play a little louder. Yeah? So try it from here. All right, so this is interesting. You have to move faster. The moment you played your A flat and you go to your F and make sure your F is ready. Don't wait until the very last moment because it's either going to be too late or it's going to be bang.
Right.
So make sure those two are. Do you play with one? Yeah, with 2 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So the moment you have played this A flat, move immediately to your F.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy. We'll
Right.
see, but
Okay.
all right. Good, you moved, that was good. You got it came out already.
Yeah.
All right, so now you have to decide also you have 2 times the exact same per measure.
Yeah,
You can do, forte piano, or do this forte and that piano, but you do have to do something
Okay.
and convincing.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so, yeah, I think if you have to make sure there is room for your arm to pass. It looked a little bit weird. What you can also do is keep this flat with your flat hand, and then you create room to go on top. This is tricky because you really can't see. Your arm is blocking the view, and you don't want to play the carillon like that either. So it's I don't know. But it makes sense to go under because it's a black note. What to do? Where is it again? Wait, is it here? Yeah. And if you play with your fingers,
Okay.
then you don't have to try to do that in between because you don't have hardly time. So try to play this for me a couple of times. This flat and then these with your fingers. Flat hand? Flat fingers? Fingers too?
Fingers.
Yeah? Yeah, and this is staying there, and you're just gonna jump to those two notes, back and forth. Keep this one low. See, you keep it here. Alright, do it again. Alright, so then we do the trick.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, you're gonna remember? Of course.
Okay.
Okay, but you don't have to do right away. If you study it, then, you know. Yeah. Do you feel comfortable?
Yes.
Okay, well, there we go. Oh, you're a lefty?
Yes.
Yeah, good. Me too. Extra points here. All right, continue wherever you feel like. All right, so it's fine, but your right hand has to stay lower and less loud.
Yes.
So what I really want to hear is this. And not that much.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
keep it really, really under control.
All right.
Right hand down. Yeah, it's a nice piece.
Yeah.
It's very simple, but it's very gentle, and you have to play it that way also. So make sure you control everything really well, so it keeps on being gentle and not aggressive. Because sometimes, you know, you start with this beautiful story, and you want to keep it like that all the way until the end.
Right.
You know, there should be some tension, and you'll get that. But I think you should experiment more with this kind of play, because it's really. Half the time it's moving from left to right and jumping all over the place, and that's going to give you a lot better control. And also, you know, if you do this, it's a lot easier to keep your hand down than doing that.
Okay.
Yeah, very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I've been playing this for a while,
Okay.
so I'm comfortable with it, but I feel like I don't know, it's like I'm getting too comfortable with it.
Okay.
It's way too tight.
Oh, this is interesting. Did you ever hear the original?
Yeah.
Which requires a pan of 7 octaves?
Yeah, and it's just the first part, and there's obviously no dynamics written in, but I've been doing
Okay.
my own, and I'm playing it all down an octave, not just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I will do it slower.
Okay.
Really, a tiny little bit slower so it relaxes more.
Okay.
It's this huge, big sound of bells
Yeah.
you have to try to imitate.
Yeah.
The bigger the bell, the slower they go.
Mhm.
So make it very noble and gentle and serene and whatever you want to call it, but not too fast.
Okay.
All right, same problem as one of your friends. It's
Yeah.
uneven. Bring him down and it'll be even. So take your time to bring him down.
Yeah.
What you have to do is almost enjoy every chord you play,
Yeah.
you know, and listen to how beautiful the bells are singing. Bring it down, and there you go. Yeah, it's a weird transcription, but it can work, I think, if you do it. The end is better with the sonorities you brought in, with the crescendo and everything. I think the beginning can work better if you really know where it's going to. I
Yeah.
hear the beginning is nice. It's just you hear those almost like swinging bells, but they don't swing. It's just beautiful.
Mhm.
But then here we have all these E's. Nothing is really happening. It's not
Yeah.
going anywhere. So try to find the original score online and look what Lucy is doing
Yeah.
with it, and maybe try to imitate the same thing. And if it's like if there's nothing there, then I would simply play them less and less and less, kind of die out.
I've also been thinking about maybe rearranging it or adding to it, but I
Yeah.
haven't really worked worked on that yet. It's
Yeah,
just-
that would make sense. And there's one thing, sometimes you rush a little when you make
Yeah.
crescendo. Be
Yeah.
careful, because that's gonna, he wants it really calm, and you can't lose that character.
Yeah.
That's the main thing about this piece. Other than that, it's fine. Just work on bringing everything down,
Mhm.
yeah. Okay. I just want to hear the beginning here. That's it. Bring him down, and then play. All right, try it again. Let's see. So try to do it a little bit in the middle,
Mhm.
yeah? Grow a tiny little bit and then do a diminuendo, and you'll speak much more.
Okay.
Bum, and wait. Try it again. Yeah. Continue. Fun. Yeah, make sure you count, because
Yeah.
you're always a little late here with the C.
Mhm.
All right, the last chord here, or the last two. Let's do the last two chords. Rest. And now do less. And less. Yeah, so kind of find your fantasy and,
Yeah.
and do something with it. Even if it's not on the original score, you're not playing it on piano either.
Yeah.
So you're basically free as long as you try to have that effect what WC wants to. But yeah, no, rearranging would actually make.
Yeah,
More sense,
just
because-
haven't found the time for it yet,
What
but
is it written for? Like 20 bells or something?
yeah,
This-
and it's,
Yeah.
so.
Okay.
And I heard an orchestral arrangement of it as well that had bells
Oh yeah.
incorporated.
Yeah.
So I wanted to try to emulate that. But I'll have to devote some time to that.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, hi.
Hi. So I have this short piece with just the right hand.
Okay.
I'm working on.
Sure. That's- Okay, so you have to play a little bit more flexible. I think your hands are a little too.
Yeah.
So try to jump or think that you're jumping. See, and use the wrist a little bit more and relax and just be very like loose. Yeah. All right. So if I close my eyes and I listen, and you start with an accent, I think that's the first beat, and it's not. It's an upbeat. So don't start too loud. And you can do this. Yeah. Think a little crescendo. Yeah? All right. All right. So this is your first phrase. Try to do this. A little crescendo here, and then a diminuendo at the end. And a calm. And I'll do the bass line. Yeah? Couple. Bum, 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 and then wait. Yeah, but not immediately.
Yeah.
You know, like very gradual. All right, let's start again. So it needs to flow more. I need to see movement. I need to like little waves almost. Yeah. And it's pretty simple. I mean, it's phrase, another phrase, and try to do this everywhere. Like in the middle, you really have to go somewhere, and then at the end.
Mm-hmm.
One more time. Okay, but slow, not slower. Do diminuendo, but don't slow down too much. And can you do it a little faster? I don't.
Yeah.
You know, it's in 2. It's not in 4. So it's and it's almost like a what is it? Irish?
Yeah.
Yeah. See? Yeah. They like to dance, the Irish. So you have to do it a little faster. Anyway. Anyway. All right, we're going to do it together. Yeah? Are you ready? Don't move, I won't bite. 1, 2, and. Yeah, come on. Heavy. So make it a little funny dance, and that's gonna do a lot. You were playing it like, oh, I'm gonna dance, but so you don't move, you know. And really want to feel that energy, and exaggerate with these crescendos and diminuendos, and then it's gonna be right alive. So what you have to try is having this. Kind of rhythm, yeah, and that energy. All right, and even though it's with one hand, you still can do it. Yep. Thank you. And sometimes playing like really loud can be so like yes. Oh, Yoko. Okay. I don't see oops in this score. Don't say oops all the time. Okay. So the original is in G major, but it's fine that it's in F here because otherwise you wouldn't have, I think, all the notes. But it's really fast normally. So let's see. I think you have same thing as the last piece, just before. It needs more energy. So I'm missing now we're gonna do slower, but you can do the same thing, but give me the energy.
Okay.
Yeah? And I'll play bass line with you.
Okay.
Don't be distracted.
Okay.
So what then we want to do? Dum, yum, dum, 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 dum.
Sure.
Yeah? Alright. Don't be afraid when I say piano. You just keep the same tempo
Okay.
and just play it softer. Yeah? Let's do it from here. Dum, yum, dum, 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 dum. Piano. Forte. Dum, dum, dum. Yeah. More. Yeah. No whoops. And this is piano. Forte again. And oh, you have to wait longer. Yep, bum 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 bum, dum 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 dum. Yeah, here. One, two, and. And one. Yep. Yep. So what you need to do is think, give a little bit more accents, go really strong on your fortes, and then make beautiful pianos. So you work with echoes. Make sure that you work out all your jumps, because sometimes it's like, oh, this is hard to play, and maybe another handling could be easier. Yeah, and you should be able to put a bass line under it too. Because that would make it done. Or, you know, if you, I'm sure you have a lot of books downstairs. Maybe you'll find another transcription of it and compare, put a bass line, and let somebody else play the bass line while you do this. It's so much more fun. But it should, yeah, again, it should like swing. Yeah. Really, this is really happy music. Yeah, don't be afraid of, give that energy.
Okay.
Yeah. How long have you been playing?
Like Carillon or this?
No, Carol.
Like a year?
A year, okay. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
I just don't know how many. Do we all have more than one piece? I mean, when everybody played, can we circle back and do again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Oh yeah, good.
Yeah.
Hi.
I played this song. Do I go?
Oh. Uneven.
Huh?
Could you?
Oh, okay. I was like,
What? Same thing? I hear this.
Oh, okay.
So make sure they're all three of them are at the same time. Yeah, but not too loud.
Mm. Wait.
All right, and then we're back to the beginning. So I think it's a tiny little bit too slow.
Okay.
I think it needs to sing more. It's a folk song. So you have to imagine if it's too slow, people just you're out of breath. So you sing a little faster. And very simple. Make sure that the bass doesn't overpower your thing. So bring it down. Bring the F down. Bring the C down. I'm really careful about my left hand. It doesn't overpower the melody. Very, very simple and elegant. Bring those two notes down. The C and the F.
Should I just start here?
No, you have to start
Oh,
right there.
Everything down.
Yeah, so when I sit down, everything down.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, good. A little bit here now. Down. Very nice. See, that's all the difference. Okay. Forget about that. See here.
Okay.
You just played it, so it's still in the tower, and it's a lot easier to play also. Yeah. What you have to work on though, yeah, is make sure that goes smoothly. Yeah, because you always wait too long. It's like, oh,
So, it's here, right?
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, and then make sure it's 2 times. 3, bom, bom. 1, 2, and yeah. All right, let's do the variation. A little bit of slow down here. Yeah, bum, 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 comma, and you start.
Should I go to the side?
No,
Okay.
you go here.
Okay.
A little bit more right hand for the melodies. Yeah, yeah. 2, and.
Oh, should I go? Okay.
Young don't you, no, a little bit. Bong, bong, bong. Yeah, same thing here. Young bong, B, young bong, bong, bong. You really want to. Okay, so the challenge will be to have that left hand under control. So I really want to hear the melody. Yeah, and that's the hard part. That means you have to play very flexible with your left hand, very soft. Either your fingers or your fist, it doesn't matter. But the thing with your fingers that you can, so that's what I would do. And then you can bring them down, you can keep them down, and you can do it really fast. But that's, you know, you'll get used to it. Do you play any other instrument? Piano?
Oh, I play piano.
Oh, well, there you go. Then it's going to be a piece of cake for you. No
Okay.
time. So don't be afraid of use your fingers. The most important thing, again, you have to listen what the result is. This is not the melody, but that's what I hear. The melody is. So those two notes should play very, very softly. And you can just go for just two notes with this. And then go, if that's easy. And now again, two notes. And then little commas, little retinatos in here. Yeah? Okay. You want to try the beginning?
Yes. So I will go like this, right?
Yeah, but you have to keep them down. Yeah. Okay, so what I would do is use your thumb and like that. Just play it a couple times so you can feel it. Yeah, it's more like don't do that. Then just use your fingers. Just use your fingers and yeah. Bring them down. Yeah. That's why you have to have them here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you have to work on it. Yeah. But you'll get used to it.
What would happen if I just used the fist? Would it be too big?
It would be too long.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it takes
I mean-
a long time to.
No,
Should I try or no?
you can. You can.
Okay, let me just try once because it takes a long time to get adjusted. So.
See, but I hear ta-ta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Of course, when you have time at the beginning here, you can always start here. But then your second one will have an accident also. Yeah. So just practice for a week and you'll be able to play it. Use the flat hand.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let's rotate. Yeah. All right, what are you going to play? Oh, there we go. We'll have these.
I have some questions about the handling.
Okay.
I just wanted to try it first.
Yeah. Okay. All right. It doesn't say beat the keyboard to death, does it?
No.
No. Okay. So it's just mezzo forte. So one is fine, but not more. And not, that's already too loud, it's just mezzo forte. Yeah, all right, try it again. Don't slow down. Yeah, don't slow down. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's not bad. What was the question about the handle?
Handling, like here where you have these gaps between the accents, do you want, after the accent, do you want it with the same hand or with the other hand?
Oh, it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Yeah. What do I do? I think everything, my accent is in the left hand, I think. But this is more important, the flexibility of the right hand, and just do this little jump and not hard.
Okay.
So very, very, not very. And you have to be very, very steady. Oh yeah, I adapted it for your Caroline. And it's going to be, actually, I think it's going to be a little easier if you play a little faster.
Okay.
Yeah. And I play with one hand. Yeah, so I'm not going to play with one.
Okay.
So let's try it again. And really almost like a metronome. Yep, pa, beep, beep, da. You're really there. It's fine. Good. You hear mine? They come out much better. And it's because this is so soft. That's where you have to try. Otherwise, it becomes really too aggressive on the sound. It's like, slamming somebody constantly in the face. No, give one of them, it's fine. All right, do it here. Yep, beep, pop, pop. That's all I want to hear. Done. Yeah, Yeah. Okay, let's continue. Yummy. Popping. Alright, do it again. This part. Oh my god, really? Shh, stay down. Low. Simple. Yeah. Wait. So if I play, this is what I do. No, keep your hand here. So you'll feel.
Okay.
That's what I do. Nothing else. So soft. So just move a little bit and yeah. Play it a couple of times. Yeah. Pop. Shh, softer. There you go. And then the result is becoming crystal clear.
Yeah.
And that's what you want to have. All right. Oh, there's So you have problems here with being that steady rhythm. So make sure you work on that. It's like without any hesitation. It has to be like really like as sharp as a metronome. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. The rest is basically the same. Yeah. Don't slow down here. Make sure it's like same thing. Yeah. You ever played with a metronome?
Once.
Once. Okay. Do it twice. Now.
Okay.
All right.
Alright.
Good enough. Thank you.
Thanks.
But control. You have to turn into a control freak.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi. My turn. Did anyone else go? Sorry, I was short.
You sit on the ground if you want to.
I should. I had another song, but it was a duet, but my partner is not here today, so I just picked a song.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so you have to give it more direction. You have to like, instead of playing one note, I want to hear, no, I'm going to that point. Think forward. Music is all, it's not just one note, they all connect. And then, move over for a second. And then, because I want to have, now I feel, oh, there's the first beat. I didn't hear it as an upbeat. Yeah, so. Whatever the notes are. And then here at the end of your phrase, I'm sorry. The end of your phrase, you have to think a little bit of diminuendo. So no accent here. It's yum, thumb, and a little comma. And a little faster, so it really sings more that way. If you do, so to speak, you don't feel a connection. It's really. And so, yeah? All right, you try. There you go. Okay, so make sure that this is very flexible. Don't lose time there. I don't want to hear you struggling with it. Try it again.
From this top.
From here. Put it on. Alright, so you're losing a little bit of time here. Yum, tira, 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 tam. Don't lose time. Just keep on singing.
Yeah.
And it's not that difficult to play. It's just maybe turn into a habit of playing a little bit slower. But you need to keep that push, that dance rhythm. Okay. From here, the second phrase. Good. Continue. What is happening there? Just do this. Yeah, that's a lot better. And take your time. Give people the time to realize what's going on. You're just taking a little bit more time there. Don't, yeah? Okay, let's do it again and break them. Wait, bring them down. And do it very, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Slow down. Wait longer. Wait. Yeah? Do it here. So, and F. Yeah. See, that's a lot better now. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. That's pretty heavy here.
Yeah.
Was it arranged for this carol?
I don't think so. That's why there's a lot of moving up and down.
Yeah. Okay.
I
And
think-
adding a couple of notes wouldn't be bad either in the pedal, like what I
Yeah.
did. You know, that gives it that fuller effect. Yeah. Nice.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Who else?
Duet.
Duet. Yes. Let's do a duet.
Sure.
Abby, which part of the Lotus Vanilla did you play first?
What are you gonna play?
Percussive rhythm.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Whoever's asleep outside will be awake now.
Was this the piece that got us in trouble at UMass, or was it
Yeah.
Jenny? Oh yeah, we played this at UMass, and someone literally came like banging on the door of the Carillon room to tell us to like be quiet. As fast as you want. You have more notes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, and then we have the second part. All right. So, as important as the accents and the forte is, even more important is doing big diminuendos. So if I say go back to mezzo piano, think piano even.
Okay.
And then this impact will be much more. Okay. Sounds good though. Okay. Let's try it again. And you control the power, because you are the lower part. If you play a little too loud, you're playing her, you know, she can't help it, she can not do anything anymore. So
Yeah.
it's you control everything, all the dynamics.
Okay.
And do it a little faster.
Like,
All right, so what you have to realize is that you have to do this. That's like everybody's like, whoa, what's happening? And then you go immediately. You think less, and let the sound just almost die out by nature. You know. Okay.
Let's try again.
Keep it as slow as you can. Less. Okay. So a good trick is here. When you're right there, you have to listen. Can I hear her play?
Okay.
If you can't hear, you're too strong.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a simple rule. All right, let's do it from there with the ace.
I'll just.
Anywhere else.
Oh, sorry.
Let's just go for it.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
All right, so where's this not working? Yeah. That's what I was going to say to do. Yeah, keep it low.
So, these people are still playing Carillonneurs.
All right, anywhere where you want to start.
Okay, I'll start here.
You know, it's still national. I can make it.
up.